This is Julie with ReadySetStamp.com, and I saw a really neat card fold on YouTube from my stamp lady, so I'm going to try to duplicate what she did and make it my own because I think it's super cute. So I'm starting with a 10 1/4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of paper, and she said to fold it down the middle. So if I fold it down the middle, where you'll end up is at 5 1/8. That's where you need to, and I'm using a bone folder so I get really nice tight creases on there. And then what you need to do from there is a 1/2 inch score to the right. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1/2 inch score to the right, and then another 1/2 inch score to the right again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the left we're going to score a 1/2 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is really the hardest part of the card that's right here. So it's not that difficult at all. So now what you're going to be left with is basically an M. So let me show you. If I folded it this way here, let me do it like that. I think it would be easier to, and I'll bone fold it and make it better. But anyway, I'm just trying to do an M so I can kind of show you guys what that looks like. See how that kind of looks like an M here? So let me just bone fold this now that I've done all my little folds and get really nice tight creases here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is put ATG here and ATG here and seal that together so that when you open this up, it'll be this part left on the inside. So let's go ahead and just ATG this first side down here. Got my ATG gun here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. It was being a little temperamental with me. There we go. A little more at the top there. Okay. So I will press this in here. There we go. Got a little sticking up at the top there, but I can just rub that right off. And now I'm going to do a little bit of the ATG gun right here. And I'll need a little bit more on this side here. There we go, at the top of it. Fold in the little goopy parts that don't need to be there. There we go, and fold that upwards. And I got a little extra here, so when I get a little extra, you can just kind of rub that off. There we go. Okay, now, so what I'm left with when you flip this all back around this way is you're going to be left with this little tab in here. And this is where the fun begins. So I'm going to get started with the other part in just a second here. Okay, and for our next step, what we're going to be doing, I put some of this Wonder Tape on the inside, 2 strips, and I peeled off the top portion of one of the sides, so this is all tacky on this side. I've gotten some recycled acetate on this piece right here, just cut it into thin strips, and then these cute little flowers came from the Forever Young cartridge. I cut 2 out at 2.5 inches, and then 3 out at 1 inches, and so I've cut this, press shift, and then you cut also the layer and then shift, and so that's what I've done there. And I've also cut out this emblem at 1.5 and then 1 1/4 to stamp a little sentiment on as well. And so let's get started. So this is a bigger one, so this is one that was cut at 2.5 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and just lay this down onto the card. The nice thing is that these are repositionable, because what you want to do is make sure that it goes on the inside of the card there. So there's the first one, and I've got a little shorter one right here. So I'm just kind of layering these all. And then I'm going to do another little short one right here. And then I'll go in with a tall one right here, and then a short one right here. So just kind of 5 of them. I thought that was a good number. You can do any number that you like, but 5 I thought was a great number. I like odd numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and seal this up, or at least peel off this portion of it here. One thing I thought would also look really cute with this card These are dragonflies and also little squigglies that my grandma had sent me from England. They're lovely because they're transparent. So, and they also have a little bit of glitter in them. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of this on the stems of these flowers. I thought it would be really pretty. So let me just kind of layer it onto here. I think it would just kind of add a neat little effect and make it look like these are the stems of the flowers. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold this over so it looks like that. And isn't that cute because it looks like these are the little stems of the flowers here. I think that looks really cute with that. Adds a little something extra to the card here. I'm going to go ahead and put this little You Can Do It that I have here. This is from the My Pink Stamper collection, and then the emblem that I told you that I cut out. This is also from the Forever Young cartridge. So I'm going to put this on. I guess I'll just put on with a little bit of glue dots since I have the glue dots readily available right here. Let's put 2 of them on there. The You Can Do It will go right here. I like that. And maybe, just maybe, let's see, I've got a tiny little dot that I think is kind of cute. So I'm going to just add this little dot in here just to add a little something to the card. If I can get it off, it's so tiny. Almost makes it look like it's a an eyelet. It's really cute. So just a little something inside the card there. So now the next step that I'm going to do is take my ATG gun and I'm going to ATG this side of it. So let's do that right now. There we go. I have to do a few layers here. And I need one really close to the bottom there. Alrighty. So I'm going to kind of center this how I'd want this to be. Just a bit. Okay. And I'll rub that down on that side. Burnish it onto there. And now I'm going to do the same to this side. Let's go ahead and do this side here. Lots of tape onto this. Okay. And now flip this side over and once again burnish that onto there. Alright, so we've got the whole inside of our card just looking absolutely adorable. Isn't that too cute with all the fun little flowers onto there? So now what I'm going to do is work on the top part of the card. I've gone ahead and run this through my little embosser with the Swiss dots, added a little bow here. This paper is from Paper Tray Ink, and so is the ribbon. This little edge here that you see punched out is from Martha Stewart. This was on clearance at Michael's. I don't know the name of it, but I really like it. It looks like little teardrops, so I think that might have been the name on that. Super cute. So let's go ahead and just ATG this right here. Let's see. Okay, it's looking good. Looking good. Now the next thing we're going to do, I did 3 flowers that were bigger, 2.5 and 1.5. So this is a 2.5 and this one is a 2.5. And then my little 1.5 guy is right here. So we're just going to kind of put those onto here. I'm going to try to play with the layout and pop them up and we'll come right back. Okay everyone, so here's my finished card. I think this turned out so absolutely darling. And then when you lift it up, it goes like this, and it says, "You can do it." It's got some really adorable flowers in there that are kind of flapping in the wind, and it's got the really pretty glitter little accents on here. I just think it's just gorgeous. So thanks so much for watching the card and learning how to put it all together, and I hope you guys give it a try. It's a really fun card. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.